Hello everybody. I'm going to try to do this in one take, even though I'm usually not real great at doing that. So forgive me if there are some, stumbles. I wanted to show this off because I think it's pretty cool. This is the Steampunk Tarot. This is actually one of several tarot decks, Steampunk Tarot decks. I got this one at Barnes & Noble for $20 on the bargain rack. Well, here's the back. I actually filmed some footage for this video the other day, but wasn't really happy with it, so I'm just going ahead and filming it like this, holding my camera. So this is by John and Caitlin Matthews, with illustrations by Wil Kinghan. It's a pretty neat deck. There's some really good art in it, and the price is obviously really good. Now my take on the tarot is I don't believe in divination. I consider myself very scientifically oriented and a skeptic. But there was a period in my life when I was open to that idea, that you could divine the future, and I really like the tarot because of the beautiful art and the way that it separates out ideas. I'm going to open this up and then resume recording. Okay, here's the book, which shows the death card, and I'll check what it's actually called in the deck. And that's a really cool outfit, I think you gotta admit. Really nice art. Obviously very steampunk. So the thing I like about the tarot is that it presents a lot of mythological archetypes, a lot of the types of situations that we come up with, or that we encounter in everyday life, and so it really is kind of a reflection of, just life as a human, in really any culture. For me, tarot is great for contemplation and meditation. Kind of to wrap your head around things that are going on in your life or whatever. You might grab a card that represents a quality that you want to encourage in yourself and kind of meditate on it, things like that. So here are some of the major arcana. In a tarot deck there are 78 cards. There are 20. There's the minor arcana, which correspond to the cards in an ordinary deck of playing cards, and here's a few of those. And there's the major arcana, which correspond to, more major things, really, more archetypal things. So, here, this is the Apprentice. It's usually called the Fool in most tarot decks, and it's someone sort of starting on boldly on a journey and not really knowing where it's going to lead. So he's walking right into the machine there. In other tarot decks, the Fool is usually walking right off a cliff. Technomancer is another card I like. It corresponds to the Magician, which is it's like the Fool with more experience. And now he's gained some wisdom. It can also just be some people or teachers that you encounter in life, if you think of the Fool as corresponding to yourself. Okay, here's others. I'm going to really point out cards that I really like because there's just too much to go through. The Explorers, it's called the Lovers in most decks, so I find this interesting. And again, kind of cool armor there, a little bit more medieval in look. Let's get through these real quick. This I love. This is usually the Wheel of Fortune in most decks. And here it's the Time Machine. And, time travel in steampunk is a lot of fun. Going back to the Time Machine by H.G. Wells. I kind of like this guy's, pod machine there with the clock in it. And obviously he's gone to some point when things are very different. And the Wheel of Fortune just has to do with chance, random things that happen in life. You can think of it as having to do with good luck or bad. Okay. Okay, now here's 13, which is normally death, and here it's spring-heeled Jack. Death means change, just big life changes. And what's interesting is, I find it really interesting that he's actually sort of jetpacking off a building here, when that's similar to what the Fool is in most decks, kind of, falling off a mountain. And also in most decks, the Fool has a dog with him, and here the spring-heeled Jack has one. So it kind of goes back again to, the symbolism of that card. Okay, let's see, going through quickly. The Tower is also about change, but it's about more traumatic change. So if you had something traumatic happen in your life, you might want to kind of pull out this card and meditate on it and kind of think about it and try to figure out what led to, that situation in your life and how you can improve things. I think that's neat. Let's see. The moon voyage, usually just the moon, but I think this is bolder, actually going to the moon. The solarium, kind of bringing in, a more natural element. And I like this cosmic blueprint. Science is all about figuring out how the universe, how things in the universe work, and this kind of goes back to that. So there are 4 suits, airships, which I have not actually read the book, I will admit, but I assume this corresponds to the air suit in some other tarot decks, or wind, or maybe hearts in a regular deck. So, but anyway, there's airships, submergibles. So we already have some different types of vehicles here. Leviathans, also referring to large ships. And engines. So all things having to do with machines. And, some really nice art. So anyway, if this is the kind of thing that you're into, this is only $20 at Barnes & Noble. They probably have it online as well. I'm not sure. You could always check your local store. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye.